A few months back, I got my GTB domiciliary account. Getting the account was not funny. I made a video about it. If you want to watch it, you can watch it. But the first day I tried making a transfer using the app, I was asked for a 6-digit code. I would have made a video about the transfer process, but I lost the footage I made when my laptop got stolen. Because of the 6-digit code, I had to download this app called GT eToken. I thought registering on the app would be easy. Maybe they would just send me an OTP code and then I'll be able to just enter the code and start generating my own OTP codes. But it wasn't that way. I found out that you can either call customer service or go to the bank. Now, I chose to go to the bank. The reason was that at that time, I was constantly going to GTB. In fact, I was starting to even get familiar with the faces that I was seeing there. But anyways, I just went there so that the issue will be fixed and I won't have to do it from home and maybe mess things up. Now, at the bank, I remember they gave me a form to fill. It's been months, so maybe I may get a few details wrong, but well, they gave me a form to fill and I was directed to another customer service. So the next person I went to was the person that actually helped me to log into the app. A code was sent to my phone and I was able to use that code to register on the app. And from there, I was able to use the app to get the OTP code that I needed to transfer files, not files, to transfer funds to another account. Now, I'm not sure if this is because it is a domiciliary account. That's why you need that eToken app. So for those of you that have a Naira account with GTB, please let us know if you use the eToken app to do a transfer of Naira to another Naira account. If it's the same thing, then well, I would just say they take security seriously at GTB. But then after a few months of using the eToken app, I started receiving emails that I should upgrade to the eToken Plus app. In my head, I felt like I just got the eToken app. Now I have to do the same process of getting the eToken Plus app again. I didn't want to go to the bank anymore because I didn't want to go and stand in line. So what I did that day was decide to use the second method. I called customer service. I think the call lasted for about 9 minutes. Now, those 9 minutes were not me talking to customer service. Those 9 minutes, like more than half of it, let's say 5 minutes, were for me waiting for someone to pick up. Like I was just talking to the, should I say AI on the platform, and I was just typing numbers. So eventually I got someone to talk to. And she asked me what the problem was. I told her I wanted to get onboarded on their eToken Plus app. So she asked me a couple of questions. First, she asked me for my account number. So maybe write that down somewhere if you don't know it. And after that, she asked me some security questions. Now, I can't talk about the questions because they may be against YouTube terms of service. So I've gotten my video taken down before for showing a phone number. So a phone number and security questions, I don't want to risk it. So what I'll say is, if you are the owner of the account, you will know the answers. That's just what I'll say. So after verifying my answers and asking more questions, not security questions this time, just questions regarding me wanting to use the eToken Plus app, she told me that someone will reach out to me and I should get Microsoft Teams installed on my phone. I normally don't use Teams. I normally use my Google Meet. So that day I had to install Microsoft Teams, and she told me that someone will call me to tell me the next steps. So that was it for at the time. So I just decided to go about my day after ending the call, and I received an email, two emails, but I didn't know because I kept my phone and I was busy. So I received a phone call later on. The person that called me told me that she sent me an email, and I checked. That was when I realized that okay, I received an email, two emails, and I told her which one to use. Like I have two emails here. Which one am I supposed to use? She said just choose anyone. So the email contained a link to Microsoft Teams. I'm so used to Google Meet. Anyways, and a link to Microsoft Teams, and I tapped on the link and we started a video call. So in the video call, they asked me the same questions, like the same question the lady on the phone asked me, and I gave them the same answers. And after passing that one again, she told me to look at the camera so she could take a picture of me. Maybe it was a screenshot because it was on PC. How are you going to take a picture of me if I'm not there? Anyway, so she did that, and then yeah, I noticed that the call was being recorded as well. So I want to say, yeah, they take their security seriously at GTBank, which is something I'm happy with. And after all the process and the security questions, she asked me to open the app, and then a code, OTP code, was sent to me, and I entered the OTP code in the app, and that's when I gained access to the GT eToken Plus app. So long story short, if you are trying to get access to the eToken Plus app without going to the bank, just call GTB customer service. I know I should have just said this in the beginning, but I think you guys prefer stories to just direct instructions. So that's why I like giving you guys stories. So I'll probably leave their number in the description of this video. The number is a public number, so I don't think YouTube should have a problem with that. I hope that tomorrow they don't come with GT eToken Plus Pro app or Plus Ultra app, and then we have to keep doing this over and over again. But well, if it's security, then I honestly don't mind.